we're breaking down Mark Cuban's 5 biggest Shark Tank investments ever.
Imagine that we'd be doing $1 million deal with Mark Cuban. No.
Mark on board and $2 million. This is the biggest deal ever. I'm so excited. This changes the game for us.
Back in season 5 of Shark Tank, the stage witnessed one of the most surprising and daring deals in the show's history.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Melissa Carbone from Los Angeles. My company is 1031 Productions.
Entrepreneur Melissa Carbone walked in with an idea that stood out from the usual tech startups and consumer products.
Everywhere I go, there's zombies.
Her company, 1031 Productions, specialized in live horror-themed entertainment events.
$2 million in exchange for 10% of my company.
And she was seeking a massive $2 million investment for 10% equity. At the time, this task was unprecedented. Most pitches on Shark Tank hover in the low 6 figures. So when Melissa dropped a multi-million-dollar figure, the Sharks were visibly taken aback. But Melissa didn't flinch.
Do attractions all year long. We have the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride, which is our seasonal attraction here in LA.
She explained that her company had already achieved impressive traction with its flagship event, the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride, which had drawn tens of thousands of visitors each Halloween season.
Yeah.
Her vision wasn't just to create scary attractions. It was to build an empire of immersive horror experiences across the country. Melissa's pitch was bold, ambitious, and meticulously prepared. She highlighted how the live entertainment industry was worth billions, yet remained highly fragmented and ripe for innovation. Most haunted attractions were small, seasonal, and localized. 1031 aimed to professionalize the space, creating scalable, branded horror experiences that could roll out nationally. She even showcased future plans for horror-themed festivals, tours, and year-round events, all designed to capitalize on people's love for immersive entertainment. Initially, the Sharks were skeptical. Kevin O'Leary questioned the seasonal nature of the business.
So can I extrapolate and say that it's going to be $3.6 million in revenue this year?
Yes, if we sell out.
While Robert Herjavec raised concerns about high operational costs and scalability, Lori Greiner admitted she didn't quite see how it could become a nationwide powerhouse. But Melissa came prepared with strong numbers, revealing that her company had already generated over $1.8 million in annual revenue, with growing attendance and profitable margins. That's when Mark Cuban stepped in. While the others hesitated, Cuban saw something different, an opportunity to build a recognizable experiential brand in an industry that was primed for disruption. He recognized the shift in consumer behavior, especially among younger audiences, toward paying for experiences over physical products. To Cuban, 1031 wasn't just a haunted hayride company. It was the start of a massive experiential entertainment platform that could branch into merchandise, sponsorships, and media content. After intense back and forth, Cuban made a historic offer.
$2 million for 20%.
$2 million for 20% equity, making it the biggest deal in Shark Tank history at the time. The other sharks were stunned. Some even called it risky, but Cuban stood by his conviction. He believed that by infusing capital and scaling strategy, 1031 could become a household name in live entertainment. That moment cemented Mark Cuban's reputation as a shark who thinks beyond the conventional. He wasn't just investing in numbers, he was investing in vision, brand potential, and the emotional pull of unforgettable experiences.
Mark on board and $2 million. This is the biggest deal ever. I'm so excited. This changes the game for us.
This deal proved that Cuban wasn't only about tech and data. He was willing to bet big on creativity when he saw long-term cultural potential. When Mark Cuban invested $1.75 million in Rugged Maniac during season 5 of Shark Tank, he wasn't just betting on a company, he was betting on a movement. At the time, the fitness world was experiencing a massive cultural shift.
Rugged Maniac strikes the perfect balance between fun and physicality with our award-winning courses and our day-long festival.
People were getting bored of traditional gyms and looking for experiences that were fun, competitive, and community-driven. Rugged Maniac embodied all of that and more. Founded by Rob Dickens and Brad Scudder, Rugged Maniac is an obstacle race series that features 25 epic obstacles over a 5K course, including mud pits, fire jumps, water slides, climbing walls, and tunnels. It's not just a race, it's a party with a start and finish line. Participants dress in wild costumes, celebrate with live music, and share their mud-soaked photos online. It's social, adrenaline-fueled, and addictive. Exactly the kind of cultural phenomenon Cuban loves.
Sharks, my name is Brad Scudder.
And I'm Rob Dickens.
We're from Boston, Massachusetts. Our company is Rugged Races, and we're seeking $1 million for 10% of our company.
The founders walked into the tank asking for $1 million for a 10% stake. They had strong revenue numbers, high attendance, and something else the Sharks couldn't ignore: massive enthusiasm from their customer base. At the time, obstacle races like Tough Mudder and Spartan Race were dominating headlines, proving that this wasn't a fad, it was a fitness revolution. While Kevin O'Leary grilled them on margins and logistics, Cuban saw what the others didn't. Rugged Maniac was uniquely positioned as the fun alternative to the grueling Spartan Race. It wasn't about elite athletes. It was about everyday people wanting an unforgettable experience. Cuban negotiated hard and ultimately offered $1.75 million for 25%, one of the largest deals of that season. And with that, he became the financial engine behind what would become a global brand. With Cuban's backing, Rugged Maniac scaled quickly. They expanded their race series to over 30 cities across the US and Canada, improved their course design, and invested heavily in marketing. Cuban encouraged them to lean into their festival-like atmosphere, adding beer tents, live DJs, costume contests, and photo ops, making the event more than just a race. Soon, Rugged Maniac became a content machine. Photos and videos of mud-covered runners flooded Instagram, giving them free publicity and fueling explosive growth. Corporate sponsors joined in, seeing the event as a perfect way to engage millennials and Gen Z audiences. Eventually, Rugged Maniac's success caught the eye of New Media Investment Group, which acquired a majority stake in 2018, providing a lucrative exit for Cuban. Even after the sale, the brand continues to operate and draw tens of thousands of participants annually. For Cuban, this deal showed his genius at spotting cultural trends early and turning them into scalable businesses. Rugged Maniac wasn't just fitness, it was lifestyle, entertainment, and community all rolled into one.
Mark offers his experience, he offers his connections, only great things can come.
He didn't just invest in a company, he invested in a movement. Mark Cuban's investment in Beatbox Beverages is a masterclass in spotting cultural gold. When the founders appeared in season 6, they brought energy, music, and a bold vision to create the next iconic party drink for millennials. Beatbox sold wine-based party punch packaged in brightly colored, resealable boxes with bold flavors and fun branding.
Cheers! Yep. Only 120 calories per serving and only 7 grams of sugar.
It was designed for festivals, tailgates, beach days, and house parties, basically anywhere fun happened. They wanted to be the Red Bull of party drinks. Most Sharks hesitated. The alcohol industry is notoriously competitive, with heavy regulation and high marketing costs. But Cuban saw what others didn't. Beatbox wasn't just selling alcohol, they were selling culture. The founders asked for $250,000 for 10%, but Cuban came in with a jaw-dropping offer, $1 million for 33%. It was one of the largest single investments in Shark Tank history, and it paid off big time. With Cuban's backing, Beatbox scaled fast. He helped them secure national distribution deals, lock in celebrity endorsements, and dominate social media marketing. They became a staple at music festivals like Lollapalooza and SXSW, tapping directly into the youth market. Cuban understood that Gen Z and millennials weren't buying based on tradition, they were buying based on vibe. Beatbox nailed it. Colorful branding, Instagrammable packaging, and a fun, inclusive image. The product was also low-cost, shareable, and portable, making it perfect for their audience. Under Cuban's guidance, Beatbox grew from $230,000 in sales to over $20 million plus annually within just a few years. They became the fastest-selling ready-to-drink cocktail brand in the US, earning retail space in major chains like Walmart, Kroger, and Target. Beatbox didn't just join the alcohol market, they disrupted it. While competitors targeted wine or beer drinkers, Beatbox built an entirely new category, party punch as a lifestyle brand. And Cuban's influence was central. He pushed them to create viral campaigns, partner with DJs and influencers, and build community-driven brand loyalty. Today, Beatbox is considered one of the biggest Shark Tank beverage success stories ever. Cuban turned a scrappy party drink idea into a national sensation.
That really just happened?
Oh my God!
It proved his ability to spot cultural trends early, scale them fast, and dominate markets others think are too crowded. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Mark Cuban's biggest Shark Tank investments, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Rich Talk, where we bring you the stories of money, luxury, and ambition. Because here on Rich Talk, we don't just talk about wealth, we reveal the mindset that creates it.